Alright, how to Iowa. I just bought this boat, and you're going to get to see me outfit her, and you're going to see my very first battle in the Iowa. She's a Tier 9 United States battleship, and this gal has got some pretty good power. Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling here. So I've got a 15-point captain already transferred over from the North Carolina. You can see the things that I've got under him for abilities. But I've got to start outfitting the upgrades. And the first thing, of course, you do is upgrade the hull. Definitely want to do that. Give myself some more hit points and some more AA. I took a look at the hull C, and it actually takes away from the number of secondary or number of AA mounts. So I decided against that. No reason to go that way. Kind of surprised to see that. I'm wondering if I missed something. Well, whatever. So let's go ahead and look into the upgrades. There's target acquisition. Now, this is one that a lot of people go for, and if it matches your style of gameplay, more power to you, man. But when I look at that, I see, a 50% increase to the range of assured acquisition of enemy ships. 20% spotting range, yada yada. Being able to see the enemy and being able to shoot at them, very different things. So I avoided target acquisition. I went with concealment system. With American battleships, you've got to get in a little bit closer because they have fairly lousy accuracy at long range. So you've got to get in a little bit closer in order to land those shots. So in looking these over, I decided I'll look at some other things. Of course, out of those three, damage control system is what you're going to do, because you're hardly ever going to have your engines go down or your rudder go down. That one, main battery modification 3, looks good, but look these over and match the one that best suits your style of gameplay, not mine. I decided to go with that one. You'll find that a lot of my mods are upgrades. Sorry, not mods. I don't mod any of these. This game is meant to increase my stealth and increase my potential to absorb damage, and increase my turret rotation and gun loading. With American battleships, I like to push in close before they can see me, and then I'm so close that I can just unleash an awful lot of firepower on them. I decided to give the ship some extra AA, and by doing that, I gave the ship 49 20mm guns, 72 40mm guns, and 20 102mm guns. Main armaments, of course, got to do that. So the rudder on this boat's a little slow. I really had to put some thought into damage control system modification, which is very helpful on battleships. I went ahead and took a look at I have a 25-second rudder shift, which is horrible. So I decided to go with steering gears. Alright, so let me pause that. Okay, let me go back a moment to give you another look at that. There. Okay, so with the captain skills and my upgrades, you can see I've got a reload time of 26.4 seconds, which is about 3.6 seconds faster than normal. 180-degree rotation of 43.1 seconds, which isn't that good. A dispersion at maximum range of 272 millimeters, or meters. There's just no way around it. American guns on these big old battleships at long range is really not that accurate. So I almost went with aiming modification, which probably would have helped with that quite a bit. You can also see that the high explosive damage only does 5,700 on a good hit, but it has a 36% chance of starting a fire per shell, which is pretty impressive, and that's one of the reasons why you'll see people in the big American battleships going with high explosive. I mean, sure, it only does 5,700, but you can start a fire easily. Compare that damage to the armor piercing, 13,500. When these shells hit, everybody knows it. So, alright, so let's get into the armor here. Let's filter out some of the layers here and get down to the nitty-gritty. That is the Citadel. Very heavily armored and remarkably loaded with water. 307 millimeters with 163 below and 58 down deep. Her guns have got good armor too. 432 millimeters on the face, 241, 184, and 439. Then on top of her Citadel, 38 millimeters of deck, and her superstructure is usually around, 19. And then she's got an additional surrounding armor of 25 millimeter. So that's an awful lot of armor. She can take quite a few hits. So I've already done the modules. I did forget to upgrade the aiming fire control system and the engines. Those are usually two things that I will upgrade immediately, but I just plain forgot it. I was too excited. Too excited to get this boat into battle. She'll still do 28.8 knots, which is pretty good. But I really should have gotten those mods. That would have helped. I'm going to throw some flags on. Going to give her a little extra speed. No, maybe not. Well, she already does 28.2. I'll take the extra experience. And I'll give it a little more AA. And reload consumables in case I gotta repair some damage. A little extra credits. On battleships it's good to have flooding recovery time and firefighting recovery time, because you're going to get torqued and you're going to get set on fire. And because this is a Tier 9 ship, it's going to be expensive to run this ship. Alright, so here comes my very first ever battle in the Iowa. I'm already looking at my previous experience in American battleships to think about how I'm going to manage this. So you can see by the map there, I've spawned pretty far north. I don't want to go into sea because I'm a battleship, and it's really, really tight corners up there. Lots and lots of I don't even know what this division stuff is, so I'm going to pass on that for the moment. But up around Sea Cap, just so many islands. I just get torped to death in there. I couldn't maneuver. So I'm going to, excuse me, I've got a cold today. So I'm going to go for B Cap. I'm going to sweep southeast and then turn southwest. The ship you see off to my left is a Minotaur. If you've never seen that ship, it's a glass cannon. It puts out enough firepower to terrify anybody, but God, one hit and that ship blows up. No armor. So I go ahead and get armor piercing, load it up. You zip ahead just a bit. We've got some destroyers out there scouting ahead. And we've got some ships headed down towards A. We can zip ahead just a bit. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, just about everybody appeared all at once. I know. Shooting at a destroyer, that's not the smartest thing to do, but nobody else is in range right now. When there's nothing better to shoot at, why not? And armor piercing is the wrong ammo. And I'm overshooting him. Nice try. But you can see the dispersion is just so terrible that he's sailing in a straight line. Okay, so now I'm taking damage. And basically, there were 3 destroyers, a cruiser, and a battleship down here, and I decided my time would be better spent going after that cruiser, which just vanished. Oh, that's so frustrating. Well, at least there's a battleship I can go after. I really should have loaded up high explosive. And those destroyers are going to come after me for sure. Maybe I can land a hit. Nope. Didn't give him enough lead. But I am going to try one more. And he's still going too fast. Oh, clipped the backside. $1,300 damage. That was an overpin. Okay, so now there are 5 ships that have decided I need to die. Time for me to get out of here. That is a Minotaur, that cruiser that's not zeroed in. Now he's zeroed in. That's the kind of firepower that a Minotaur can put out. And you can see he's slamming on the brakes and turning. But now I have no choice. I have to deal with this destroyer. He's really close, and he's going to nail me. You can see I've already lost about 1/3 of my health. Haven't done much at all for damage. That was a lousy shot. Right about now, I'm not feeling too good. I don't have any choice. I have to turn my rudder and bring my other guns to bear. Alright, there's some damage. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay, so I got rid of the immediate threat, but I still have a bunch of other ships that have decided I need to die. So I'm driving hard southwest. And my guns are targeting this battleship, but I was trying to get to that damn cruiser. I think there's a bug in the system where your guns tend to steer their rounds toward the ship you have sighted in, not the place you're aiming. But I might be wrong. That Minotaur is playing it real safe. He's hiding out behind that battleship. I can't get to him. And once again, that Minotaur is lighting me up. So things are not looking too good. Finally, my targeting system gets that Minotaur lined up, and I do a Citadel. 13,500. That was a lousy shot. Maybe I can do better on this next one. That's looking better. Yeah, 4455 damage. This is gonna hurt. Oh, well, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but I think I got this Minotaur zeroed. I think I can take him out. 5,800 damage. Need a little more lead. 8,600 damage. You can see the Iowa does land good damage against cruisers. That's what it's meant for. I'm still detected. Come on, I want this guy gone. Okay, took out a gun. And I'm down half of my health. My buddy lays down some smoke for me, thank you. 2,700 damage. I'm whittling him down. Finally. And it's only because I was focusing fire with the help of that destroyer. So this guy is nearly full health, but inside that smoke screen is a friendly destroyer. Oh, that was good. Nice Citadel hit. That friendly destroyer is going to plug this guy with torps if he knows what he's doing. Yep, that's what he's doing. And he landed quite a few on that battleship. And here comes another batch, and he's gone. Whew, that was close. So still I'm over a half minute away from being able to recover any damage. Not exactly what I'd call a glorious start. But I'm still alive. It's 2 against 2. I sent up that spotter plane hoping that I could find the enemy carrier. So I can rebuild some health, and that's the first thing I do. And I did spot one enemy before he blew up the Minotaur. He's some distance away. So I'm going to go ahead and zip ahead a bit. Okay, so there's bombers coming in. There's 4 of them up there. How many do I get? 1 down, 2, 3 down, 4 down. Oh yeah! That's why I buffed the AA. Oh baby, I love it when that happens. Right about now that carrier skipper's just cursing my name. Alright, let's a little bit further ahead. Now when the enemy carrier does appear, you're going to be real surprised how close he is. It's amazing. But he's going to appear just shortly after the enemy cruiser appears. Zip ahead. Another squadron of enemy bombers. He's not going after me again. So there is the enemy cruiser. And the enemy carrier has just popped up. Look on the mini-map. Look how close he is. And that was a lousy shot, so I gave him some more lead. Oh, just shy. So waiting for the guns to come up, come around, and this guy's just putting out an awful lot of fire. It's a good thing I've got a lot of armor. Alright, Citadel hit, 14,000 damage. That's nice. 4,000 damage. He's going to go down fast at this rate. And he's whittling me down too. That should finish him. Ah, just nicked him. Okay, this should do the job. Yes. Alright. So that leaves just the carrier. Now, if we wanted to, we've got 2 capture points. It's 875 to 441. We don't have to engage this carrier. And I don't think this carrier has many planes left. I've shot down 16 of them. No telling how many were shot down by friendly team members. So the first couple salvos were pretty lousy. One was short and one, the dispersion, was much too wide. But our friendly neighborhood destroyers coming in, and he's unloading on this thing too, so it will not be long. I've got 35 hits. By the time the game is over, I'll probably be up to 40. Sunk 3 citadels, 16 planes shot down. It wasn't exactly what I call a glorious battle for the Iowa, but hey, it was my first time out ever. And I think I'm going to like this ship. I just have to learn how to play her a little bit better. Anybody have any suggestions? Please leave them in the comments section down below. I think, here we go. I'm waiting for my other guns to come up. I really want to get the kill, so I held off on my fire. Oh, the destroyer's going to get the credit. I can see it coming. He's going to get the credit. I can see it coming. Yep, he got it. Well, that's it. That's the Iowa. As you can see, it's a magnet for taking shells. Everybody wants to shoot it, but it's got a ton of armor, so it can absorb the shells. And it's definitely not very maneuverable. And if you get close in it, you can do a lot of damage. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have fun.